Good morning. Welcome to Spartan's first inaugural podcast. I have my colleague and good friend, Tressa Presby, with me this morning, and we're here to talk trucks. Last week, Tressa, we were up in Compton in LA at a very busy trucking yard. We had straight trucks, long haul trucks, delivering mail, delivering containers. It was chaos. I've actually never really been that busy of a yard. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience in the industry and why that chaos demands such safety?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on. This is going to be fun. Honestly, if you, as you saw out there, the activity is ridiculous. You've got people, you've got trucks, they're trying to attach their trailers. You've got people bringing the trailers out in their specialty vehicles, and these guys are on a tight timeline, especially right now, during this holiday season that we're in while we were there. That's even adds to we'll call it, chaos in a way, but they know what they're doing. So organized chaos. And it's very fascinating how many things can actually be hit. I was nervous, but when and I've been in this environment and I'm always extra careful of not being in their blind spots. But they actually, dial it down. The people know in that environment to stay out of it. The problem is when you get somebody who is there for another reason that doesn't know to stay out of that. They assume they can be seen. And that's why so many
Yeah.
mishaps happen on yards.
Yeah, that was tragic to hear about what Jack said about losing one of their employees to a backup incident. Yeah, you talked about blind spots. As someone that's relatively kind of new to the aftermarket, like what are some of those pain points, both for straight trucks and trash trucks, and kind of like you said, that chaos of the yard or controlled chaos.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, and I hate to hear, I'm going to go ahead and boomer myself out, so I apologize for this. But when we were getting driver's ed, they always taught us if you can't see them in the mirror, they can't see you. And it was really ingrained in us. And when I put my own daughter through driver's training, they never taught her that. And I had to tell her, no, you can't go here. Don't make this change. That driver can't see you. I know you think the mirrors are. And even today, with a lot of the mirrors, like, the convex mirrors now that point down, and then you've got the further one up on top of the hood, and then the standard side mirror with the double mirrors. Yeah, in the one hand, it completely covers the blind spot. Like I can see it if I sit there and stare at every one of them before I make a decision.
Right. And going
And
60 miles an hour on the freeway,
yeah,
staring at
it's like,
anything,
here, let
it's
me,
not
yeah,
it's not a good idea. Yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
true. I've got 5 mirrors to look at while I'm driving at this, and things are going ahead of me, and they're just not trained that way. It's a sweep. And so adding an active alert, something that actually gives you a visual and an audible alert that says, hey, there's something there. Don't maneuver like you're thinking of. It just gives that extra component so the driver can know where to look.
Okay, so besides Hopwell being a really cool, like kind of badass name, Spartan Shield, what in the world does Hopwell do, and how does it help the folks that you're talking about?
Yeah, so Hopla, what we've done is we've taken, there's been so many advances that Spartan has made already in software for radar. And what we've done on our aftermarket team is taken some of those pieces and actually putting it into radar, which allows us to do a few extra things with it that people haven't done in the past. So, yeah, the simplest thing is radar is an active collision warning system. So the system actually, it's CAN based, so it can support anything from, doing the more, just warning the driver, or actually up to L2, where we can,
Wow.
get some sort of haptic response by going through the CAN at the OEM level. Some of the things that make us different than what's out in the market today is, there just has been no advancements in radar in years and years and years on the aftermarket. Well, we've actually implemented everything from higher resolution and faster return, all the way up to real world, what the driver sees to improve their situational awareness. So most systems have your basic, here's your 5 zones, and I'm going to go if it's red, if it's here, like the old school. We actually can report up to 3 objects, and we can tell you if it's left, right, or center
Wow.
of where it's loaded. And what that really helps with is targeting. And a lot of people don't talk about what targeting is, but if if you've everyone's done it, we all have in our point where you see something in your side mirror. So in the meantime, you're getting an alert that says, hey, there's something in the red zone. You think you saw what it was, and you go, oh, I'm just going to time it to continue to reverse, and then I won't hit them. What you don't realize, what radar doesn't tell you, is, by the way, there's something on the left side too. So you're so busy watching the thing you saw that you don't want to hit, that you don't pay attention to anything new entering and changing your environment.
That makes so much sense and intuitive. Even in, driving around in my minivan and my dad van, as I like to call it, you're really nervous. You want to focus on the kids, and you're focusing on, one set of kids, and then all of a sudden another set of kids or a dog will run up behind you. So yeah, that pain is real. So yeah. And just going back to what we were doing back at AJR, and what they do for the mail service and the containers, and we were there early in the morning, and the sun was rising, and I had my my suit on, watching these people do real work, doing Santa Claus's work, as one of the persons said over there. What is it like? What are these drivers facing every day? I mean, this has got us seeing. Between COVID and the strain, the drive. I mean, it seems max. Like, what are some of these? What are these drivers based on a daily basis?
Yeah, on the roads, let's face it, people see a logo on a truck, and sometimes it's just cha-ching. They will cut them off to get rear-ended. That's not uncommon. The other thing that, as rules and laws have changed so much on being, not having your devices with you in your vehicle or looking at them or being hands-free, people are actually parking in the blind spot of these trucks so they can answer an email where somebody can't see them. They don't even think that, oh, you know what? The driver can't see me either. That's just, they just don't pay attention to that. And I do have to say, though, Robert, while we were out there, probably the thing that made me jump, and I have seen it, is when that tractor goes to hitch into that trailer, how I did not realize how hard they have to go in to get that puppy to lock. That actually made me jump. I'm floored at how accurate they are at connecting that one little area.
They're like surgeons with those trucks. It's just incredible. Did I get mad when I have to back into a compact parking spot, on that 18-wheeler tractor trailer and all the crazy stuff. Yeah. So,
and they got it the first time. I'm just sitting there going, they're going to have to, redo it and realign. And nope, it was just like you said, just the surgeon going in, and we're off. We're going to go do it. But they don't get time off, right? Yeah. I mean, they supply anything that's in your house at some point or another has been on a truck, most likely.
So I've gotten to go with you twice now. We did kind of a construction mining testing of Hoplo, and this was kind of our first entree into trucking. So Spartan, for those who are watching here, we're testing this sensor. When is it going to be showtime? When can folks that are watching us call up LinkedIn you, Slack you, email you, tweet you, all the different ways they can get at you? When will Hoplo be released into the wild and stuff?
Yeah, we're going to have it out there and ready for you in Q2 towards the end of May.
Wonderful.
So we're very excited to have that up. Yeah.
And for folks trying to get a hold of you, what's the best way to follow you on LinkedIn or email you? What do you prefer?
You know what? LinkedIn is great. I do check that every day, but also you can just email me at Teresa@SpartanRadar.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having. This has been a lot of fun. Again, this is our first inaugural. You expect lots more from Teresa, lots more from myself, and lots more from the whole Spartan team. Thank you so much, and take care.
Thanks.